Never want to see anything green ever again in my life.
Very chaotic. Very chaotic.
I'm starving. Listen, it was a rough week without coffee, I'm not gonna lie. So it's no secret that Adele has broken the internet more than once. She's a phenomenal songwriter, her music is amazing, but recently she broke the internet because she posted a jaw-dropping photo of herself on her birthday. I did some research and I found out that Adele allegedly follows the Sirtfood Diet. And I pretty much wrote down and researched everything I need to know right here. So basically, the Sirtfood Diet is a diet that contains foods high in sirtuins. They are said to suppress appetite and help regulate the way in which our bodies process fat and sugar. The internet also tells me that it supposedly activates your, quote, skinny gene. What the heck is that? I've never learned that in any of my biology classes. So who knows? I also looked a little bit into Adele's exercise plan to see what she does to stay fit. Adele's workouts consist of reformer Pilates. She has a personal trainer that helps her with her exercises. She does weightlifting, and then she also does 60-minute cardio circuits and Pilates. For the next 7 days, I'm going to be following phase 1 of the Sirtfood Diet and also working out like Adele. Obviously, Adele has not come forward and said, hey, this is exactly what I ate. This is the exact workout routine I did. You know, there's no video or anything of her saying that like from her own mouth. A lot of what I found online were just from like tabloids and whatever. I made a list of everything that I need to get. So let's go to the grocery store.
I'm at a red light, by the way. So I need to try to find the bird's eye chili. I need to find all of those buckwheat items. I couldn't find anything at Trader Joe's that had buckwheat in it. So I'm gonna head to one other store really quick, get those last few items, and then I'll be done and I'll have all my groceries for the next week. All right, so I picked up the last few items from Publix and I was wandering around that store trying to find some freaking buckwheat. I had to talk to like 6 different employees, which spiked my anxiety out the roof because I don't like to talk to employees. That's why I go to self-checkout. That's why I don't look at anyone. That's why I just wear headphones when I go to the store and like look down and just do my thing and leave. One employee just saw me looking around aimlessly and was like, oh, let me help you. I was like, I'm looking for some buckwheat, and she's like, what for? I was like, you wouldn't understand. Honestly, if you look through my Google search history right now, I was like frantically like in the store, like, what is buckwheat? Substitution for buckwheat. Where can I find buckwheat? What aisle would buckwheat be in? Very chaotic. Very chaotic, to say the least. Okay, I just got back, unloaded all the groceries. Let me show you everything that I got. So basically a lot of the green stuff is for the green juices, the arugula, celery, apples. Got some regular tomatoes and some cherry tomatoes, some smoked salmon. I got ginger, the walnuts, avocados. I got strawberries. My plan for right now is to start making the green juices. The other thing that I know is gonna be an issue is it's a juice and I don't have a juicer. So that could pose as a problem. I do, however, have a NutriBullet. I know it's not the same, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. You can do it. You can become a juice. You can do anything you set your mind to. I feel like I'm drinking Nickelodeon slime. Doesn't look great, not gonna lie. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it so you don't have to. Cheers. That was probably one of the worst things I've ever had in my life. I think what's just so extra divine about this smoothie, this juice, whatever, is that it is chunky and I have to chew it before it goes down. Okay, take 2. What I did was I strained out all the chunkiness of the fruits and vegetables. I did add some ice, that's what you hear, because my produce was not only chunky, but it was warm. So let's try it out. You know what? I am a grade A idiot because this actually tastes a lot better. Don't get me wrong, it still tastes like a giant glass of lawn clippings, but now iced. Next thing to make are these Sirtfood bites, which they sound a little bit more promising than everything else. So I bought these medjool dates to add, I guess, some sweetness to the Sirtfood bites, and then I think they come up in like some other meals. I have not had a date in a very long time. Well, in my romantic life and food-wise. So sad.
Hello? I know, you're shocked. I had some technical difficulties. Just show you what the stuff looks like when it's done. You don't care what it looks like when I blend it. Meanwhile, my kitchen is an absolute wreck, so I'm gonna clean this up, sip on that juice over there, and then I'll be back and I will start cooking tonight's dinner. This is the final product of the shrimp stir fry. This is a lot of food, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess it's because it's my one meal today. Okay, so going in for a taste test. Honestly, it's not that bad. Roommate taste test. It's not that bad. But there's like other flavors in it. The noodles are like slimy. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna finish eating this and then I will update you when I'm finished.
The dinner was so huge, I didn't even finish it all, and also it was pretty spicy, so TMI, but my nose was very runny. I went ahead and started meal prepping my lunch for tomorrow, which was this turkey escalope dish. I have no idea what that is, so I just ended up using ground turkey instead.
Okay, so it's a little while later. I've prepped all of my Shrek juice for the next, that was weird, for the next 2 days, and the Sirtfood bites are done chilling in the fridge. I wanted to try one on camera for you guys and do a little taste test. No way. I cannot get over how delicious those are. Oh my gosh. Day one is complete and it was honestly not that bad, you guys. But before I ended day one, I really did just want to point out that I feel very full. I'm still not hungry. I'll catch up with you in the morning on day two. Good morning. It is a little bit after 5:40 in the morning and I'm just getting ready for work. For right now, I have my green juice and I'm gonna start drinking it because I have to have 3 of these today. So I'm gonna have one now and then drink the other 2 later today. What's gonna be really weird about the next 7 days is not waking up and drinking coffee. I literally wake up and have a coffee, so this should be really interesting.
It's 12:30. I just had my second green juice. I've been sipping on it all morning and I just finished it. I'm starving. Not going well. I didn't have my coffee this morning and I've been yawning since like 8 a.m. I'm so tired. And I have to have my third green juice for lunch later. Awesome. So around 5 p.m., I actually got a terrible migraine because I was so hungry and just undernourished. So I came home and ate this giant plate of food and definitely felt a lot better later.
On the bright side, today is the last day that I have to drink 3 juices in one day. It is currently 9 a.m. and I'm having my first green juice of the day. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'm just gonna say it. I don't know how people do green juice cleanses or green juice diets for fun. Like, who does this for fun? Because you know what? It's not fun. Anyways, I'm gonna wallow in self-pity and drink this juice and I'll see you later on my second juice of the day. I momentarily came out of hibernation, aka my room, because I've been like editing videos all day, because I came to grab my third green juice and 2 of these little Sirt bites. I can't lie though, they kind of look like meatballs. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my third juice for the day and then have these little bites. So I will catch up with you later.
When I was done snacking, I decided to do a Pilates workout like Miss Adele would have done, and I found a channel called Movement with Kayla. I'll link her in the description of the video. She's got awesome Pilates workouts, so go check those out. But unlike HIIT training and cardio, when you're like sweating your butt off and you can't breathe, Pilates is a lot of slow, controlled movements, but you're still working really hard. But I had to slow down and take a couple breaks because at times I was getting a little bit lightheaded because, you know, I only had 3 juices today, so that was tough. Side note, this diet is staining all my utensils yellow because you have to put turmeric in literally everything. But tonight's dinner was like turmeric chicken with homemade salsa, kale, and instead of buckwheat, because I couldn't find any anywhere, I used riced cauliflower instead.
This looks delicious, so I'm gonna go sit on my couch and enjoy this little breakfast. I just finished my first meal of the day. It was super delicious, probably one of the best things I've had so far. My plan for right now is to just do a bunch of meal prepping. I work this weekend, so I want to make sure all my meals are ready to go. That way I can have them for lunch and essentially dinner when I come home. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that. Alrighty, it is meal prep city over here. So almost done with my second juice for the day. I have just a little bit left to go because I'm still drinking 2 of these, even though I'm having 2 meals also going forward for the next 4 days. And then I went ahead and made dinner for tonight as well. So just like another really big like kale arugula salad. We've got cherry tomatoes, avocado, onion, and then a little salmon on top. That same dressing. I just added some parsley into it this time. It's like lemon juice, capers, olive oil. That's it for day 4. I definitely felt a lot better today just because I was able to eat more. Having 2 meals is much more normal for me than having 1 meal a day. The meals just seem so huge. Like I'm measuring it with a food scale, so I know I'm doing everything accurately. But my plate of food just always looks so huge, and it just feels weird to be eating that much because usually I get full like halfway, 3/4 through the meal. Like I couldn't even finish my salad for dinner tonight because it was just so much food. Like I was just so full after that. That's all I have for the rest of day 4, and I'll update tomorrow. Here's me having a stare down with my green juices because I am so sick of drinking them and I hate them. But at least I get to have this delicious salad for lunch. It was kale, arugula, tomatoes, strawberry, dates, and a lemon olive oil dressing. Day 5's second meal was a cod vegetable stir fry with like ginger, olive oil, soy sauce, and it was really good. And by the end of day 5, I felt full between the 2 meals and the 2 juices. This was my first meal on day 6. It was a smoked salmon salad with arugula, kale, dates, avocado, onion, and walnuts. This is pretty much like a normal salad I would eat on a regular day following my low carb diet, so it was pretty good. The second meal of day 6 was supposed to be a thinly sliced beef steak with vegetables and like potatoes, but I don't like steak, so I used ground beef instead. Don't get me wrong, the potatoes were good because I haven't had those in a very long time, but honestly, like the rest of it was not that good. Honestly, probably my least favorite meal so far. I think I messed it up because I didn't use a beef steak. Day 6 of ADELE'S diet is done. I'm still not craving sweets or junk food or anything like that. The one thing though that I consistently miss and have been craving since day 1 is coffee. Day 7 tomorrow, 2 juices, 2 meals, last day of eating like Adele for a week. This is the last and final day of phase 1 of the Sirtfood Diet. It was the most normal for me. Like for breakfast, I was able to eat regular bacon and an omelet, and it was delicious. And I forgot to film it, but for dinner, I made a homemade pesto and then had it on top of chicken. And then of course had my 2 juices in and around the whole day. For the last 7 days, I ate like Adele and followed the Sirtfood Diet. And now that the week is over, I made some coffee. 7 days without coffee was worse than I ever thought it would be. After a mere 7 days of following this diet, I lost 6 pounds. And not to be TMI, but like the green juice and drinking all the water keeps you very regular, if you catch my drift. So yeah, really easy to lose weight that way when you're drinking a ton of juice and it just goes right through you. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate to say this because I don't want to endorse anything, but like, you know when you wake up in the morning sometimes and you have that like morning skinny where you just feel really skinny, you feel like your stomach is flat, you just feel like morning skinny, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Are you with me? I can't lie, but for the whole 7 days, I felt morning skinny all day long. But the reason I felt that way is because I was in a significant calorie deficit. That was kind of a good feeling, but that also could put me, you, or anybody in a very negative headspace because when you're under eating and you feel skinny, that can put you in a really bad restrictive eating cycle, and been there, done that. We're not doing that, ladies. We're in a healthy headspace. We're not restricting our calories. We're not doing it. And lastly, I'll say I feel like my skin cleared up pretty well. I'm gonna show a before and after photo. I feel like it's because I wasn't eating any processed food, I wasn't eating any junk food, I was eating really clean, healthy foods. Now, overall, would I recommend this diet? No. Maybe, if you needed to like jumpstart with like weight loss or jumpstart into like a healthy diet, you wanted to kind of like transition like eating really poorly, it's like wanting to make a change in how you eat. But even then, like there are so many other like diets or ways of eating or things that you could do that would be so much better than this. If you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot to me if you gave the video a thumbs up and left a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you're around for more videos. If you tap the notification bell, you'll be notified every time that I post. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.